And this is A&B Convos Wrestling Edition. Thank you everyone for joining another episode of A&B Convos Wrestling Edition. Well, Monday Night Raw. The first Raw after Survivor Series. Yeah, I gotta tell you, all in all, decent matches. Yeah. Interesting, you have the commissioner the official, I don't know what to call him. He's the official.
He's useless anyway.
Well, yeah, because he's over here talking about people come to him to make matches, but again, who are you, dude? Like, you literally popped out of nowhere. And you remember the McMahons came out and said there will be no general manager. Matter of fact, go to the tape.
We haven't been doing a very good job for you lately.
As of now, the four of us will be taking back Monday Night Raw.
And that goes for Smackdown Live as well.
We're gonna give you what you want. As of now, you are the authority.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. And now all of a sudden we have a GM, but they're not calling him a GM.
But really, people are just calling matches wherever they want to. And all night, it's like, I call this match. Match is starting right now because I said so. You really have to have a GM. But if you're going to have a GM, make him a real GM.
Somebody that is going to take charge, not get headbutted. Although, if you slow down that lovely, lovely tape, Braun Strowman didn't actually headbutt him. He pushed him. So, I don't know. And Makeup had,
did a bruise on his head.
Dude, this is truly Thunderdome. You have an official not making matches, wrestlers making matches, nonsense going on in the ring. This is literally the definition of Thunderdome.
Yeah, for sure. So, but after that, the night got better.
You had some decent matches. Now, again, we know that the ratings haven't been fantastic for Raw, but I'm going to tell you two hard hitters, right? Matt Riddle, Sheamus, these guys went to war.
They went to war. And it was hard to know who was going to win that match. It was pretty crazy, but much respect. It was like at the end of the day, you knew that you watched a good fight.
A couple times it looked like it got real fast.
Yeah, you were like...
Right? But, Riddle pulled out the victory, just like our boys, the New Day, were challenged once again by the Hurt Business. And, we've already seen it. I hate to see that again. I don't really understand why, I mentioned this once before, why the brothers always got to go against the brothers. I'm just throwing that out there, okay? But either way, actually a really good match.
Yeah.
But the New Day pulled it out.
New Day pulled it out both times. There was actually two matches. They restarted the match and they won both times.
For me, there was really not a point for them to wrestle the Hurt Business again.
No.
I'm not really sure what's happening with the Hurt Business because they kind of had a thing with Retribution that once again did not show up for Survivor Series. Didn't even show up for Raw.
Decided to get rid of Retribution or something.
Yeah, whatever. You want to get rid of somebody, let's get rid of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler because they came out here with this match that ultimately ended up being a tag team with Asuka and Lana.
And lost.
They lost. It looked like Lana might be put through a table for a 10th time. Did not happen.
Did not happen.
But seriously, dude, like how do you have a match like Sheamus and Riddle and you come to this and Shayna's just,
Yeah, it's like everyone wants to say that the women need to be treated as equals, but they're not wrestling as equals at all. Not those women anyway.
And it shouldn't be that way. Like you kind of saw how Nia was punking Lana. She was pushing her harder than Shayna was punching.
Right.
Insane.
And if you want to know what a female match should look like, NXT last week had a championship match, and Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Man, Io Shirai.
Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley took it. They took it there. That's what the women need to watch that match and they need to learn something.
Seriously, that is what you need to do. We don't want anybody to get seriously hurt. We understand this.
But it's a competition.
Commit to what you're doing. Don't just phone it in.
And then we had Keith Lee versus Lashley. And
big man. Good stuff.
That was exciting and it was good.
And you had Bobby Lashley. He was busted open like a stuck pig, folks. Unbelievable. That's my bad JR impression. You saw these guys go to war And I want to see that again.
It was great. It was great. I hope that's not the end of it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Keith Lee already has experience being a North American champion, so why not make him the United States champion?
Why not?
Okay, I would love to see that. And they also had, and I just want to mention this real quick before we end this, because we didn't really get a chance to mention this during the Survivor Series live event, but The Undertaker, so he retired. 30 years to the day. I remember when this guy first came out. I mean, I blown away. For 30 years, he has done his thing. And for me, I was a little let down by the overall retirement ceremony, because you had all these legends come out to the ring, everybody disappears, then all of a sudden McMahon is there, he disappears, Undertaker comes out, full gear, does his bit, walks off. Fantastic, but I mean, it didn't feel fulfilling. I understand there's no crowd, totally okay with that. But like, why not have these legends line up on the ramp, either when he's coming down or going back, round of applause.
Right.
Like, that's how you send this guy. Like, there was no interaction, they didn't say anything. So I mean, like, at the end of the day, why were you even there? So I mean, at the end of the day, why were you even there? Because full good and well they were talking to him backstage.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they didn't set that up well. When you do a tribute to someone, like when they're going into the Hall of Fame or something, you have people come up and give a speech and they have something to say, which they did on his special that you could watch after. But you had a whole thing about what you were going to do, and you didn't do anything. You introduced people into the ring. They all shook each other's hand. Then they were magically gone. Vince said a little something, introduced him, and then, he walked out, said a little something. I don't know. It was just a letdown.
I mean, for my money, The Undertaker, he said many, many times he is old school, and I think in this instance, old school to a fault, because, he's given an interview regarding losing the streak to Brock Lesnar and how he feels Brock didn't need that.
Right.
So it was a shock to all of us. Like, that wasn't the time or the place really to break the streak.
Right.
It never should have happened. But The Undertaker's the kind of guy who's like, look, if you feel like it's best for business, then I'm going to go along with it. So I think that was the same situation here. It's like, just give me a send-off, whatever you want to do. They could have done a lot better. I think
it's a 3-hour show.
It's a 3-hour show.
You guys probably, some of you don't even know what Killing and Silent is.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, and that's it for my rant. It's done, it's over. I just feel like, the writers could have done much more.
So there you go. So let us know what you think. Join the conversation. If you haven't subscribed, do so now.
Thank you guys. What is it? Notification? Oh yeah, notification. Notification.
Notification bell.
Woo! Almost forgot about that. Please be sure to like and share. Thank you all for watching A&B Convos
Wrestling Edition.
We'll catch you
Down the road.
Ding. Ding.
Zang, zang.
I need my oh man, you do that. All right, let's go.